Hey, welcome to Q Aquatics and Exotics. Let's see if I can get my. No? Okay. My name's Susie, and this is Q Aquatics. And this is not my camera. That's all right. We're going to start with an audio video check, and we're going to get right into it.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.
Well, there you go. I have audio video is good. I'm going to insert myself here, see how that works out. Oh, there you go. I'll just be over here in the corner. I'm trying something new. I thought I could call in with my phone and play. My phone is capturing one Trimac while the webcam in here is capturing another, but neither one are being captured. There's one. That's Neptune in the middle. And I can't adjust either cameras once I'm here, so it was good in theory. I tell you, it was good in theory. But maybe if I make them bigger. Because I thought, how great would it be to see them side by side? How is everybody? Hello, Diego. Um, it's good. It's good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, Bob and Bob. Look at that, Bob and Bob. Uncle Smiley is here. I'm hoping Triton comes on. Triton is the one with the black background. Here he comes. He's backing out a little bit. And the Steenfot blue background is the one that has Neptune in it. And this one is from, what, 11 to 20, it's 8 inches. So Triton is 8 inches. And Neptune is about the same. And they got very similar markings, color. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. So I'm going to put on this cam. Oh, that's all Triton. That's all Triton right there, baby. And it has both of them. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. How is everybody? I definitely want to talk about tank maintenance tonight because I'm struggling with a couple tanks, and not all tanks were made the same. Let me tell you, not all tanks going to be fun. How is everybody? Craig's Catfish. Hello. Everybody's saying good, good, good. Hello, hello, Dennis. Hopefully, we'll have both Trimacs on the same screen. I wish they were in the same room, but they are not. Triton is kind of hanging over here. I'm right next to Triton's nose. There we go. Oh, look at them. There might be nose to nose. Except for it does not look like I have a good connection. It's either that or the fish stopped swimming. That's a good 9 inches. So we built your big 10-inch record of a band. How is everybody? I gotta catch my breath. I'm gonna catch my breath. I'm gonna come on screen because they're not making an appearance. Hello, Larry D. So I'm just gonna stay in this little corner and hopefully they'll both come on. If not, I tried my best. But I guess my best may have been too much. Yeah, not good enough. That's all right. I heard Whip was home and hopefully he is sleeping. He had a long travels. Long travels. So I gotta say, tank maintenance. When I had, oh, I want to say the same gallons, but most of them were 20-gallon longs facing forward. It was obviously so much harder to take care of. Blanket, how the hell are y'all? Oh, look at there's Whips. He's awake. I'm driving. Oh, Bob Kaler better not be talking while driving. That is no bueno. No bueno. You're, you bet. Oh, Triton just got, I think it was a leftover mealworm I just dropped in there to see if he'd like that. Hello, Whip. I thought you'd be sleeping by now. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to talk a little bit about tank maintenance and how I see the difference in my tanks. It's unbelievable. Obviously, the larger ones are relatively easier to keep the water quality cleaner. But cleaning these big ones is so hard when your stature is much smaller than the tank. And not all of my utensils are made the same. So I think we need to invent a brush that cleans the back of that tank, but it bends enough. Like once I bend it, it'll stay that way while I clean the back. And then when I go for the sides, I can bend it another way. But the bend has to be strong enough because this straight brush isn't cutting it. I have to get up on step stools, almost go swimming. It makes it very, very hard. I wish I had thought of that. I do like the height of this tank. This tank that's right next to me here is, I'd say maybe 4 foot. Yeah, it's about 4 foot. Whereas my 180 is easy 5 foot tall. And that makes it almost impossible to get to the bottom. I don't even, the best I can do is stir up the sand and get the water as dirty as possible and let the canister filter do the rest. This tank being a bare bottom, I am so glad it's down a foot. Originally, not originally, I wanted to, ever since I set it up, have them all the same height. And I thought I can't change the 180, so put them all the same height. It would look really nice. That would be impossible to get to the bottom of this bare bottom tank. Right now, there's a little bit of food on the bottom because they're still eating. It hasn't been 3 4, like I just fed them. I cannot. And the longer the python, the less control I have, if that makes sense. Like I got the end of python that's super long, but now I've got the less amount of control over where it's going. So if anybody has figured out how to clean the back and bottom of these larger tanks, what's your favorite utensil to use to get them clean and without going totally swimming? I don't mind getting my arms wet, get my arms wet all the time. But then when I have a natural tank like this set up behind me, that's in this, can't see it, so you know what's behind me. It's my 75 gallon. Makes it so much easier for the water maintenance. It makes it easier filtration wise, but there's more mulm involved. There's more what might be perceived as dirt. That's always a struggle. Who said, hey, John? Do I know John? Where's John? I'm looking. I don't see John. Is it my John? Did I miss somebody? I may have. Nope. It's all right. So, and I'm really struggling with these bigger tanks. Even though I'd like to get rid of all my tanks and only have like 75 and above. Aside from maybe a quarantine tank or staging area tank. Because I quarantine my plants too. Like they all go in the 20-gallon long out in the other room before I put them in and make sure they sit there for 3 or 4 weeks. Just to see if there's any critters in there that's going to come out of hiding. Or a lot of times I've had so many hitchhikers that have come in other places that I figure it's easier to put these plants in another tank And a 20-gallon long is a great tank to keep them in because just my regular light penetrates through to the bottom, so that works out really well. Now this 30-gallon long, I have not yet half since it's been set up. I want to say a year and a half. There's not enough sand in this tank. There's more. I put more dirt to sand ratio as opposed to more sand to dirt ratio, if that makes sense. Because eventually that dirt starts sifting up through the sand. Am I going to do it? And a little bit more sand, it wouldn't do that. So I have to add some more sand. So I'm going to get some pool filter sand for that. I'm going to get some pool filter sand for that. But I think therefore I am. These ones like the 50 Lowboy that I have that sits down here at 3 foot off the ground. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. My 75 gallons, piece of cake. It's these larger tanks that I'm having a hard to easy for water quality. Much harder time keeping the glass clean. Much harder time keeping the bottom clean for the bare bottom. So I would love to know. I think my chat froze too. It could just be me because my internet just said I have no internet, but my mouth is moving. So just to be on the safe side, I did connect into my I connected into my Ethernet because my Wi-Fi down here is horrible, absolutely terrible. It's the worst. I got your message, Diego. I'm gonna put my website that has incorporated a lot of my Mugged by Q stuff in it. And Mugged by Q is supposed to redirect you to Miniacs, the Mugged by Q page. I don't have my phone to test it, so I could just be full of crap. But that was my intention. Because trying to straighten out the web situation is not the easiest for me. I kind of wish I had a mentor. But then again, you know how that goes. But anyway, yes, while I was down here, I realized how much I would prefer the larger tanks, except for those tough issues. Tough issues. Since I do, oh, there we go. There is Neptune looking good. I only have the little bit of tail because Triton is right here next to me. I wish I could make them. See, here's my fingers. No, you can't even see my fingers. There you go. See my fingers? Oh, there's my fingers. I'm going to try to move the camera so we can see Triton better. But the camera is hanging on the 50 Lowboy. Yeah, the 33 long is perfect. I love the 33 long. There we go. Now watch. Because I moved the camera, now Triton will probably go to the other side of the tank. But that's okay. I just was really love watching these two and wishing that I had Triton in one tank and Neptune in the other so they could see. And maybe I'll do that with that 75 and this 120 so that they can see each other through the glass. I don't know. It was a thought. I had something quite fun happen today. My daughter, saying hi, Bob, Dennis. 33 long. Yeah, I love the 33 long. I love the 33 long. My daughter said, oh, stop by Hot Dogs Hamburgers. She put on the grill, invited some people over, and it was such a lovely, lovely lunch. I was like, oh, I like this very much. And I met one of her neighbors. Bucks County Aquarium auction is coming up on Saturday. If you're in the eastern Pennsylvania, Delaware, New York, or New Jersey, stop by. It is our annual auction, and it should be huge and fun and amazing. And it's at the Churchville Nature Center. So it's Saturday. And I'm actually going to be there working one of the tables, and my granddaughter will be coming to join me in the evening. I'm kind of excited about that. I'm hoping she catches the fish bug, but you know, she used to always had an aquarium. Oh, look at Triton. Triton looks good. Triton looks almost pale out, but it's just the lighting. The knife fish just went flying by me like a knife. I love he's out and about. He doesn't even look like he's got eyes. Are they blind? Are they blind? There you are. My dojo loach just pigged out and he's just like sitting on the bottom. Bob Manel will be there as well. Yes, he is. If you have not met the infamous Bob Manel, you should come to the Bucks County Aquarium Society because you'll meet everybody. And it is so much fun. And there's so much fish and so many items for sale. So many items for sale. It's going to be great. And it's going to be good food. Just going to have good fun with fishy friends. We'll have over 200 donations. What? And that's not even counting what everybody is bringing to sell. They bring terrestrial plants, aquatic plants, fish, so much stuff. I know there's going to be live food there, you know, like black worms and what else did she say? There's an email today about it. And you can go onto myauction.com and get a good glimpse of what's going to be there. And then you go there in person and you can see how great they look. It's going to be fun. Bob said, hello, Alishan. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm excited. It's a big day. Big day. It's once a year. And I'm not bringing any fish, but I know I'll be going home with fish. So there's that. There's definitely that. And I have 4 tanks prepared for quarantine, whether it's fish or plants. Fish or plants. I know what I want in my head. I want some of my summer tub fish because I don't have them in house. I mean, I have White Cloud Mountain minnows. I'm talking about I want some rice fish. I want some paradise fish. And I want, what else was I going to do outside? One of the barbs somebody just talked about was really good for outside. Ooh, both Trimax side by side. Could you imagine if they could see each other? How great would they be? And they're about the same size, but they're both male. They're both the same hue of yellow. One looks dark, one looks bright. It's just the lighting. It's just the lighting. There's the Fish Fam link. Hello, my fellow fish-loving friends. Yeah, it's at the Churchville Nature Center. It's a pretty big place. It's gorgeous. And it's a beautiful part of the country. And so if you're anywhere in this area, it's going to be worth the trip. We got some auctioneers from our club, from Jersey Club, from over, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So now, I knew Triton was going to move. I knew he was going to move as soon as I changed the camera. He's going after his own reflection now. There you have it. He's really... I wish the camera was in my control to move back and forth, but it is not. It is not. I can't even get over 200 donations. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of funness all in one day. So I'm definitely, if there's cleaning supplies, oh, there's Triton. I will be getting some cleaning supplies. I need some good brushes. I need nets. When I first started, never would I have thought I would ever be saying I had so many nets all the time. The Wet Spot is sending a box of fish, gift cards from Dan, Grant, Co-op, sponge filters and foods. It's going to be huge, 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 lots and lots of donations from great people, great companies, great people. Some of them are giving us their T-shirts to give out to people. I'll be selling some Bucks County Aquarium Society merch. We have raffles. We got raffles for members only, and other raffles and auctions. And do we have 50/50s? No, I don't think we have 50/50s because you got to be present to win. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. More than not. That fish is intense. Ooh, Triton? Neptune? I think they're both intense. My eel is intense. I do have some intense fish. And I like them. I gotta say though, when I'm cleaning out the aquarium, Neptune kind of scares me because he kind of charges. You see that? Trying to get that Steenfot blue background to stay clean and not turn to Steenfot green. It is a chore. But once I come to the realization that if I'm cleaning the glass, I'm going to stir up the sand. And I don't care what it does to the water. I'm going to stir it up. If I do it enough, like my goal is to get it once a week to stir it up and let the canister filter take care of the water real quick. I'm thinking I'll be doing much better than what has been happening because the Python isn't cutting it. I end up having to run the Python water while I vacuum, and that's not good. I pay for water. That's not gonna work. I got too many tanks for that. It's not just like one tank or two tanks, obviously. So, yeah. Oh, I hope I get one of Grant's gift cards because he's going to be speaking at our clubhouse this year, and that will be fun. And I think we might even do a group order. I shouldn't say that until I know, but I might do a group order from Garden of Eden. Ooh, that would be so cool. So cool. Oh, yep. Diego, are you still in the chat? He was trying to get into my other website. And without my phone, I can't verify. So just curious. Oh, my axolotl is right here looking for a worm. He's right here. See, now the camera's over on Triton and I can't show you my axolotls eating. But if he comes up to the side like that, he made the effort. I don't care if they already ate. There you go. He's getting another worm. Yeah, that's one animal that I don't care how many times I fed. If he wants another worm, he gets another worm. I can't believe that Botea loach, the striped loach, the oldest fish I think that I have in my fish room. I don't know if he is older than Peaches of Peaches and Cream Oscar, but I think he is from when I was camping and I got him at the camp store. Yeah, and this is like his third tank. So he was in my original 29 gallon with like 3 other ones. Oh, they're so cute. I wish you could see what I see. No, I put the camera on, you're seeing empty tanks. Well, my phone in the other room is going to die, so that one's going to go away. I'm going to bring this other camera back. Because Triton's hiding anyway. He's hiding. Okay. I know. I don't know if there's going to be glare there. There might be glare. Glare on my 180. Might be glare on my... Oh, there is a little bit of glare. There's the whip. There's the whip shirt. Too much glare. I wish I could zoom in on Peaches and Cream, man. They are gorgeous. Huge. Let's see if I get down to this. There is my 33. Ooh. That's some of it. This camera cannot capture it all because it's so long. It's 4 foot long. Look at that. Oh. But I'll keep there and I'll just put my face in the corner. Because nobody puts Susie in the corner. Yeah, they do. I do. I can put Susie in the corner because, like I did a little circle there. Look at those Pandagara. That Pandagara has got to be my favorite algae eater. Oh, do you see that? The camera just jumped. Why is it jumping? I didn't move it. I didn't move it, but it's a jumping. What do you see above that? Oh, it's my leopard gecko. My shrimp tank is filled with shrimp. This one right here, that one that kind of looks yellowish, filled. It's probably got about 50 or 60 orange shrimp in it. Neocaridina shrimp at tank. And it's got my tiny little rasboras that I got from Cuboids. And that's a great tank. I love that tank. I love the setup. I just wish it wasn't so far away. I wish I had a desktop, like a working desk that I did work at. That's the tank that I would have on it. But I don't. This desk that I have set up here is a flimsy little jiggly biggly. Yeah. Let's see if you can see this guy. He's coming back for more. You coming back for more? No, it doesn't matter. It's all dark. Why do I do that? It's so dark. It's so dark. But he is coming back for another one, so he's going to get another one. Putting white clouds among others in my tub. Oh, nice. Nice. I do that. And this year I thought, but then again, I enjoy that I have so many white clouds that I can put them in every tank. Not that I care that every tank is every cold water tank, because once I started trying to regulate my electric bill, and I have more cold water tanks now than I do heated tanks. Oh, he got it. Then White Cloud Mountain Minnows, man. I have them there. I have them in my 55 gallon. I have them in my 75 gallon. I don't have them in my Karis tank. Karis tank is looking good. Looking good. And I definitely don't have them in my eel tank because I thought they'd become food. And I do have an abundance of them, but I don't grow them out for food. I know some people would because they're minnows, but I do not. I do not. They're clean fish. They could be food, but I don't really have any fish that mandate live food. They're all on, some are on frozen food, some are on just pellets, you know. Now I do have White Cloud Mountain minnows in with my turtles, and the population does not go down, so I don't think they're able to catch them because they're so fast. I should put some in here with my axolotl. He is super slow. He's not a really good hunter. Griffin Fish and Exotics. Hello, hello. There's Griff in the house. There is no 50/50s. That's what I thought. But the raffles are for the RODI system from BRS, which is the system I have upstairs. And Waterbox has an all-in-one tank that's worth hundreds of dollars. This is going to be a great giveaway. Great giveaway. And, you know, that's a 50, like you buy the ticket, the raffle ticket for that. And Griffin saying hi to everybody. But yeah, I'm thinking that is a great selection, Bob. I like the White Cloud Mountain minnows outside. I really do. My favorite part about breeding the White Cloud Mountain minnows outside, well, the favorite time I had with them is when I put a 55 gallon outside in the shade, but it was still outside and it did not get green. And when those fish started breeding, it looked like somebody dropped diamond blue glitter all in that tank. It was just filled with fry, filled with gorgeous glow in the dark. From the other side of the yard, you could see the fry. They look so beautiful. That was spectacular. But then the next year I tried it in a tub, and although I got a lot of fry, I didn't get to enjoy the fry like I did in that glass tank. Maybe I'll put a glass tank outside. I have enough outside. I'm going to be giving them for donations. I got 40-gallon breeders. I got 55, 20 longs. I'm just going to start setting them up outside. Maybe I'll have a yard sale in a couple weeks. And I don't know where you post it, social media. But right now I'm not on social media. I'm off social media until after Easter. But maybe I'll save the sale till after that. Because then I'll come back and just, when I put yard sale, I'll put lots of aquarium equipment. Lots of stuff like that. Because I got a lot of stuff and I got to clean up. I got to clean up and clear out and make room because there's another large, gorgeous tank for free that came up. I didn't even need to make a stand for it. I just had to have room for it. It would have been perfect. But I have to start breaking down that 40-gallon breeder wall if my intention is to have larger tanks. That's what I have to do. Unless I do a larger tank in here. No, there's no room. There's not even room to walk around in here. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? I can't even barely walk around this fish room. That was not my intention. My intention was to have room. I miss my white clouds. Can't find them around here anymore. Where are you from, Griffin? Where is right here for you? I love my white cloud mountain minnows. And I haven't bought any in years because I just keep breeding them outside and just keep breeding them and splitting them up in tanks. So even if a tank crashed, I still have tanks of white cloud mountain minnows. These guppies, I'm going to try to keep. I do have some in this tank and I have some in the 55. But these black and yellow bumblebee endlers are gorgeous. I love, they're not guppies, they're the endlers. They're gorgeous. What's the difference between a guppy and an endler? I know there is one, but I'm going to continue keeping them in this small tank and just moving out a net full here and a net full there, here, a net there, net. Because I don't have any live bears. I don't have any guppies that they would crossbreed with. I don't have other endlers that are wild type. And so far, 5, 6, 7 generations in, they're still breeding true to color. These bumblebees are gorgeous. And I think I got these at a Bucks County Aquarium Society auction as well. Oh my gosh, I made a mistake with I got some more Karas fish for my tank because I want the whole colony. I want it huge. I want it robust. And I put them in the 40-gallon breeder and it's taking a long time to fill. And I got time, so I'm not too worried about that. But I had gotten several fish at the Bucks County Aquarium Society and was floating them upstairs in my 29-gallon, I think it is, one of the kitchen ones. And some down here, and I was acclimating them. And yeah, I don't know what happened, but they ended up in that tank. And I'm like, no. So now I got to net them out because they're in with my mix-matched tank, which is nothing's going to hurt them, and they're not going to hurt anybody else. But I don't think those fish should be community fish. I think Karas fish are supposed to have a tank all to themselves. How are you hearing Susie's sound? Is my sound not good? Is my sound not good? Does anybody have a problem? Ooh. Ooh. I wonder if it's like before when Scotty used to say my sound was off. Remember? He said my microphone was so small. I'm going to check sounds. Boop, boop. And input. Input. Is this any better? I don't know if this is better. Input. Did that work out better? Cut the toes. out of them. Cut the toes out of them. What did I miss on that one? Ooh, liking this video. Stay in the loop. He still had my shoes? Oh, you're in Kentucky. You're in Kentucky and you can't find White Cloud Mountain Minnows or not? See, I think they're in all the stores around here. Maybe it's been so long since I've been to bought fish at a store. I'm telling you, I feel so blessed to be in the Bucks County Aquarium Society. I really have no need to go to a fish store for fish. Like maybe for some items here and there, but I love the selections that we get at our monthly auctions. And with this annual auction, people are coming from all over bringing their fish in for sale. I've been saving them for you, Bob. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, no problems. Good. Let me know, Bob Kaler, if this is any better. I think I did flip a switch. Oh, bring them to the LFS and take me out to eat. You must be talking to Kentucky Griff. Big Steve, audio's good for me. Thank you very much. I'm never quite sure. Oh, I found out what the problem was with my internet down here. And has been for what, 3-4 weeks now? I don't know if it's going to solve the problem, but because of all the tanks and where our tower is set up, we have an extender set up. Had it set up for years down here. And it's worked fine for the first 5 years of live streaming. Absolutely no problems. And then one of the cords was bad, so I cleaned it up or whatever, put it back, and it stopped working. There was a button on the top of the extender that is similar to an off button, but I think it's called WPS. I clicked that in error, and therefore half of our home security went down, and I haven't been able to go live with Wi-Fi down here since then. I still can't connect to it yet, but at least it's up and running. It's on my phone, which is a good thing. So yeah, that was user error. That was user error. Now I connect to my phone, but I can't connect to this laptop, but that sure is also user error. But I don't care because I have my Ethernet back on, so might not be able to walk around my house. And I might not be walking around the fish room and all that, but I got my Ethernet and that's secured. So I'll just sit in one spot. Although I do want to show off all my fish, all my tanks. I really want to get this set up so you can see this activity going on here with this panda gar and these coolie loaches and the botia loach. It is so fascinating when they got 4 foot of tank and that huge tree in the middle where the panda gar like to go to sleep. Like it's hollowed out almost, and they go up inside of that. They don't let too many other fish in there. But I could sit here and watch this tank all day long. These panda gar, they're not fighting. If you see them going back and forth, it's just beautiful. And look at those roseline sharks. Look how big they're getting. Remember when I got them? Right there, there's 3 of them I got. They were smaller than my White Cloud Mountain Minnows when I got them. Again, Bucks County Aquarium Society auction. Melvin, always a pleasure. Here's Northfolk. Southern Vlogs. Who's Melvin? Sorry, exhausted and distracted. You could be exhausted. You need some sleep, sir. Children are running around, screaming, and making noise. How great is that? And I'm already tired. I'm sure you're killing it, though. Whip, I'm just so thrilled that you made it home safe and everybody's good. Everybody good. Can't miss that red beard walking across the parking lot. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, Whip, I'm just happy that you're home and safe and everybody's good. House full of kids screaming can get irritating, but it is such a blessing. It is such a blessing. Because let me tell you, now that Zoe's like 10 going on 16, you know, there's a lot of fun stuff we used to do all the time. She's a little more picky with it, I should say. You know, she wants to spend it with friends and she wants to do this instead. And I'm like, ugh. So I'm glad. I will spend as much time as I can while they're little, screaming or no screaming, silly games, silly TV shows. I don't care. Because let me tell you, when they grow up and they become teenagers, they're not always as social. Some are. There are some exceptions. But I had to wait until like early 20s before my girls, became regular again, like regular people at teenage years. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Look at those. I also forgot. See these plecos? Bucks County Aquarium Society. I got 3 different kinds. I got super reds, like 4 or 5 of them. I got 3 albinos. Now, this is basically this 33 gallons, just a grow out tank. They're bushy nose plecos that once they get a little bigger, I'll start pulling some out. I certainly don't want them breeding in here. I'll probably let them breed in I got a 55 gallon and a 40 gallon set up with caves and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted them to grow out on a tank where I could watch them grow. I put them in those large tanks with huge hiding places. I can't really see them grow. Tanganyikan tank is watching them interact in a larger tank right next to my bed. Oh, I would love watching that too. I would love that, Big Steve. That is awesome. And this isn't a 40 gallon. My Burchardies were in there, and then in this corner over here, I put some multifasciatas. I put like about maybe 15, 20 shells in there. There are some shells over by the Burchardies, but they're mostly rocks and hiding places. And so far, so good. The multis are actually breeding. The Burchardies aren't eating the babies. They're pretty much sticking to their sides. I really like that tank. I really starting to like that tank, let alone you got some larger Tanganyikans, right? I miss having my fish room in my bedroom. When I first started, that's where my first 55 gallon was, but it wasn't a 4 foot long 55 gallon. It was a 3 foot by 2 foot 50. It was an old Odell tank, the one that's over there, that has my clown loaches and some other fish in there. My blue pleco. What else is over there? It's the one way over there in that corner. And then I set up my Mbuna tank, 55 long, like in my bedroom at the foot of my bed, but against the wall. So I had space between my bed and that. That was a fun tank to watch, because I did have some clown loaches in that tank and a red-tailed shark, I think they're called, but it's not a shark, but you know what I mean. Very interesting watching the interactions, but I didn't have any yellow labs at the time. So there wasn't a lot. There was breeding, because it seemed like the next generation became my Mbuna tank, and I don't know what happened to the first generation, but there was always like the same amount of fish. It's just different generation of fish. But then when I brought my tanks down here and put them in a 75 gallon and added 5 yellow labs, I have so many yellow labs now. My rusty cichlid is still going strong. I got so many gorgeous Mbunas over there. And that one you can watch while we're doing laundry. Because, you got to watch a fish tank while you're doing laundry, right? Yeah. So there is that. Oh my gosh. Tonight we got the Tennessee Fish Fam over at Bob Kaler's. Kaler's Reptiles and Aquatics. Roaring, this is my sound dropping. Oh no. I hope not. I hope not. I hope you can still hear me. No, they're small. Oh, Julie's. Oh, I love Julie's. I did have them. Oh my gosh, he turned so old. See, he just got so old and faded. I had one Julia Dechromis. Dick Feldai, I believe, is the one I had, in with my Shelleys. And I couldn't understand why I never got fried from the Shelleys. And I had maybe 15 Shelleys in there. And he was picking them off. But the Burchardies, they don't seem to pick them off. So I think it's a little better suited for this, because at that time I think it was in a 20-gallon long. Much better in the 40-gallon. I'd like it probably even more so if it was in like this 33 long, where you got the 4 foot. Doesn't need a lot of height because the fish stays relatively small but long. Oop, did I just brush the microphone? I did. I did. What size tank is it, Big Steve? I like that. I like that. I've always was fascinated with the Tanganyikan fish, but to be honest, aside from like, was it the blue dolphin or the morais? It was either the blue dolphin, the morais, or the frontosas. Which one comes from Tanganyika? Because I had them both in one tank, and only one was from Tanganyika. That fish, those fish, that fish, and the black, what was it? Calvis? Not really a fan of the way the Tanganyikan fish shape is. It's just very odd to me. Fascinating fish, I'm sure. Maybe I just don't know enough about them. I haven't had them. But I do like my Burchardis and my Shelleys. I do. And that's another tank that I don't ever gravel vac. Ever. I am so afraid that I'm going to suck up babies. So what I do is that I stir it up. I stir it up, and let the filtration take care of that. Only because those fry are so tiny. And I don't know, is they're really all in the shell? Are they in the gravel? Are they like... I get scared as soon as I see fry and the python is just too big for me to control and watch what's going into it, because I'm usually in the cleaning mode, that I just don't trust myself. It's just easier to muck up the water. And I kind of got used to that method actually when I was cleaning fish tanks for a living. For a job, I should say, not for a living. Certainly couldn't live off of that. But as a job, that I would do that. I would stir up the sand. This is what I was told to do. Stir up the sand, push all the sand away from the wall, like totally muck up the whole tank to clean the glass, the front of the glass only, and then change the canister filter. So the canister filters were getting changed every week. And it was the perfect combination. Because if you're changing your canister filters or cleaning your canister filters every week, it doesn't seem to be such a big deal. If you're only cleaning it once a year, and plus these were smaller, these were like made for like 55, 75 gallon tanks. They weren't huge canister filters, like they weren't FX6s or anything like that. So the Calvis are really cool. Yes. You got the Mullarii. I had the Dickfeldii, Neolamprologus cautopunctatus. That sounds so good. That does sound like a fun tank. My opinion, of the Neolamprologus, watching them in a colony and just have to throw in one other fish or like a couple snails and watch the interaction. It's so funny. You can see that these little tiny fish have such big personalities, and they're very territorial. I don't think they know they're little. They are very good at moving things out of the way. Especially, I remember the snails. You have to pick the snails up and take them to the other side and spit them out. You pick them up and spit them out. Like suck on them, carry them over, spit them out. And then cleaning out. Oh my gosh, I could watch them too. Tanganyikan fish shapes are much more diverse than Malawi. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're diverse, all right. They're very unique. Unique upon them. That's a punchline to a joke. I don't remember the joke, sorry. But unique upon them. Something unique upon it. My favorite, I gotta say, my favorite odd-shaped fish is my mud skippers. They are even odd shaped for a goby. Like, they're odd shaped. They walk on their fins. They're adorable. Personality-wise, you can't beat them. They kind of fight, but they don't fight. They like scrapple over things. They chase over things. They're fun. They are fun. Even with the feeding time, it's fun. That's a tank that I got to be careful putting fish into. Because I thought at first I could put my bumblebee gobies in there because they're brackish water. And no, they became food because the bumblebee goby, even though they're small, it was too fat to get inside the caves. So the mollies do the best. The mollies have fry. The fry can get into these tiny netted caves and be like a safe zone, even though the parents can't. They're safe zones, and I seem to always have a population of mollies growing in my brackish water. That works out well. There's a couple of combinations that I really like. The rasboras, the tiny exclamation point rasboras, in the shrimp. Love that combo. I would like maybe a gudgeon goby, a peacock gudgeon goby in there, or something else that was small but spectacular looking. I think would be cute in there. But right now, I don't want to mess with that tank at all because it's perfect. That's another one. I cannot clean the bottom of that tank because there's so many fish. Right when I think that there's no baby shrimp there, it looks like the mulm is moving and it's like 15 more baby shrimp. So I leave that alone. That's been going on for over 2 years. They're breeding like crazy. The rasboras are doing great. I can't complain. I cannot complain. I've got about 8 to 10 of each. Oh, nice. How do you catch a unique, unique up on it? Yeah, something like that. Or how do you shoot a elephant unique up on it? Or I can't remember. It was one of those silly, second grader jokes. But I remember the punchline is unique up on it. Yep. I had Calvis for like 6 months until I realized how slow they grew. My patience was not ready for them at that point. I liked him because I thought he was going to stay small. I thought it was a small fish. I thought it was a tiny fish, so it worked out so good with my Brochardes until it didn't. It was years. And then all of a sudden he's much larger than Brochardes. Oh my God, I'm like, what happened? Like, he's been this size forever. Forever. And he was durable. That Calvis fish was durable. Now that is the only tank that I kept putting crushed shells in, like almost every 5 or 6 months I put crushed shells in. My other, if they've gone dead and they doesn't seem to matter, the fish are now used to that pH. But that tank I kept the pH pretty high. I didn't chase a pH per se, but I kept the buffer fresh, shall I say, just fresh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's almost 8 o'clock already. Oh my gosh. And I have so much tank maintenance to do, and I can't do it while I'm on live stream. So I'm going to enjoy a live stream over at Kaler's Reptiles and Aquatics. I think we're going to be talking about summer tubbing, one of my favorite subjects, because this year my summer tubbing's also going to be my aquaponics. So come on over to Tennessee Fish Fam. We're going to be talking for an hour. I'm not sure if Skipper's going to make it. I hear Whip is going to take a nap. Or probably sleep through the night, hopefully. Anthony of Staten Island Cichlids will be donating his usual bag of Tanganyikan cichlids. Oh, maybe this is a chance to start a Tanganyikan tank. Wah, wah, wah. I just might do that. I gotta think about that. I gotta see. I should check the website. The reason I don't, honestly, as I'm so afraid I'm going to find all these fish I really, really want. I can't pay attention to the auction when I'm working. I can't pay attention. And 9 times out of 10, everybody in the room has more money than me. So I kind of go for the ones that towards the end and people are dwindling out. I can get some stuff. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll try to pay attention this year. Now, if I write down the numbers and give them to Fran, she's really good at saying, here's your lot. Here's the lot you're looking for. And maybe I'll do that. So I'll look at the website and see. But guys, go to myauction.com and check out the fish that are there. If you're in the area, come on over on Saturday. But right now, head over to Kaler's, Reptiles and Aquatics. I will see you over there, and thank you so much, every one of you, for coming out. I know my live streams have been a struggle, so I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q, and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q, and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q, and I'm here to show you just what I do. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q, and I'm